Hello, Holly here, making a quick tutorial video to show you how you would download one of your 80 covers using the Safari browser as your internet browser. My files will be coming from Dropbox, and when you're in Dropbox, if you're using a different browser, you download just a couple steps different. The whole process only takes about 4 steps, but figure out what browser you're using first. Make sure your planner is already installed on your iPad first, and then come back to this step. If you don't know how to figure out what browser you're using, there is a video on the previous page that shows you how to quickly do that. It's very easy to do. So let's get started. I'm going to click on 80 cover options at the bottom of this screen. I know in this type of video you can't see where I'm clicking, so I will be telling you. So I'm just clicked on 80 covers. This is the screen that opens over in Dropbox. Oh, there it is again. So now it shows the 80 covers file, and up above that on the top left of the screen, not the very top, but a little bit down, it shows download. Double click on that download. It's going to open a pop-up window here. Go ahead and click on the blue download. And the way you know it's downloading, if you look up at the top right, the fourth icon over, there's a blue line filling under the circle with the arrow. That indicates that it is downloading. Once that blue line is complete, it will disappear and you know that your item has downloaded completely. So we're just about there, and this all depends on your internet speeds in your area, the download speeds, upload speeds. Different times of the day, mine are very different, so it may be the case for you too. So it is done downloading. I'm going back to where I have my planner stored. So mine is in GoodNotes. So I'm finding my GoodNotes app, and I'm clicking on the GoodNotes app up here at the top, second icon over, and it opens up the planner that I was just in. So give that a second to open. To get back to the main screen, it's the very top left of the screen. There's like a back arrow. Go ahead. Oh, my disk is full. Go ahead and click that back arrow, and it's going to show you all your thumb tabs on GoodNotes. So I want to use this planner that does not have a cover on it to put a cover on for this video. Just so you know, you do not have to have a cover on your planner. If it doesn't bother you or you don't want to put one on, that's completely fine. Your planner will work just perfectly fine. But if you want a cover, this is how you would do it, and this is also how you would do it if you ever want to change out your cover. Okay, so you click on your planner, and then what we need to do is go up to the top left, the second icon in, which is 4 little squares. Click on the 4 squares, and it's going to open up your planner to where you left off last. So see how it says like the numbers, and the one that is highlighted says 57. What we want to do is get to number 1. So you just take your finger and you scroll up, and if your planner wasn't opened and moved to a page, it would open and show you number 1 to start with. So here we have number 1, and what I want to do is duplicate number 1 so that we have a page to put the cover on. So right under the number 1 on the left side, there's a little down arrow. Click on that. Gives you this window. Click on Add Page Before, the very top here. It'll give you this other drop-down box, and go ahead and click on the picture of the page. Just click on the page, and it drops in a second one for you. So now we have one to put the cover on. Go ahead and click on that number 1 now, where the cover is, and it'll open it up to the screen. Now we're going to go into our files where we stored our 80 covers. So I do that by using my finger to slide up from the bottom of the screen to get my dock. And this is an iPad feature. If your screen was turned the other way and you were using it for a horizontal cover, it would work in the same manner. So now we're going to look for our blue file folder that stores all of our iPad files on it. So it is not down here in the bigger icons. So I'm going to click all the way on the right, which is all my other icons piled up. And here it is. So I'm looking for the blue folder, and I'm going to place my finger on it and slide it over to the right to make it a split screen. So find your blue folder, put your finger on it, hold down, and slide all the way over, and then let go. And it'll create a split screen for you. So here is my 80 covers zipped. You do need to unzip it. If you open the screen and you did not see your 80 covers, you could hit up here where it says back with the blue arrow. It would take you back, and you have the option to hit recent. You can hit recent, or you can see where you stored them if they were in your downloads, if you put them on your iPad. So there's a couple options there, and it only takes a second to find them. Once you find it, it'll say 80 covers zipped. Go ahead and click on that. For the purpose of this video, I already unzipped them because, like I said, sometimes my download speeds are faster than others, and I didn't want to make this video any longer. So give it a few minutes. It'll take a little while because there's 80 PNG files in here. This white circle will go ahead and fill, and then it'll pop a blue solid folder on your screen, and under it it'll say 80 covers. So once that happens, click on your 80 covers and then give it a second to load. As you can see, these are all up in my cloud, so they're going to take a second to load on my screen. Then what happens is you can scroll up and down in this side area to look at all your options. As they start to fill, as you could see, a couple of them were already filling, they'll just start popping on. So you'll see these little rectangle boxes until the cover is ready to be used. So let's just go back up to the top. I'm just going to pick one just to show you for the video real quick, since even though they're not all loaded. I'm going to put my finger down on this palm tree cover, slide it over to my planner screen, and let go. Then you need to get rid of your split screen. So you take your finger and you just slide that over all the way to the right, and it'll create your full screen again. Now to adjust this PNG image, we're going to cover the planner. It's easier if you use that iPad feature where you pinch your screen smaller. So take your index finger and your thumb and pinch on your screen, and it'll make your planner cover fit perfectly to your screen. And it'll make putting this I said planner cover, I meant your planner. It'll make putting this planner cover on a lot easier. So now that we have the cover, we need to expand it to fit. So the blue circle down on the bottom right, you just drag with your finger or your Apple Pencil, and you can see it's just moving. You can kind of rotate it around. You have the option, you can cover the tabs or you can leave the tabs uncovered. It's completely personal preference. So you just keep dragging and playing with this cover until you get it where you want it. You can cover the whole thing and just adjust it there. And then when you're done, just click on the Apple Pencil tool up in the top right corner, the second icon in. Click on that to get to back to our hyperlink mode. And now you're able to use your planner. I'm going to go ahead and click on the back arrow to take you back to GoodNotes. So the top left back arrow here. Here's our GoodNotes app. Here's your planner with your cover. Now don't worry, all of the thumb tabs have this little white shadow showing. I don't know why that happens. It's like just something that happens in GoodNotes. But when you click on your planner, you don't see it. So don't worry about it. I don't know how you get rid of that little shadow. It seems to happen on all of my thumbnails. So I think it's just something that happens in GoodNotes. So now you're able to use your planner. So you would just swipe to the right and then start clicking on your hyperlinks. And that is it. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to message me on Etsy. I am always here to help. If you get stuck, I will help you in any way I can.